Welcome. I'm Will, the Nerdy Nerf Herder, and we're back here in Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, here on the Ebon Hawk, and we are about to leave Manon. So our next planet will be Korriban, but before we go there, we want to go to Yavin. And I have a feeling we're not going to make it to Yavin. Also, the city design from the planet is like cool. The fact that you can see it's almost like the shell of the city from leaving the atmosphere is also interesting. Trying to express how big of a city it really is, even though we only saw a little bit of it.
What happened? What's going on?
Sith interdictor ship. They must have been waiting for us on the hyperspace route. We're caught in their tractor beam.
Do you recognize the ship?
It's the Leviathan. Saul Careth's vessel. My old mentor. Admiral Careth taught me everything I know about being a soldier. He was a legend in the Republic fleet, and a hero to me until he betrayed us. When the Sith attacked my homeworld, the Leviathan, which is Saul Careth's flagship, was at the head of the fleet. My family was destroyed that day, and my wife died in the Sith bombardment.
Alright, so don't do anything you'll regret, cards. Don't let your lust for revenge cloud your judgment. This is the chance to avenge the death of your family. Let's go with this one.
I'm not gonna do anything stupid, and I won't throw our lives away in some mad quest for vengeance, but if I get a chance to kill Saul during our escape, nobody better get in my way.
Talk of an escape is somewhat premature, don't you think? We don't even have a plan to get out of this mess yet.
And I'll admit, it won't be easy. Saul's no fool, and he won't underestimate us either. You can count on plenty of guards watching every move we make.
Maybe Admiral Careth doesn't know how many of us there are on board. We all have special talents. Talents we could exploit so that one of us could stage a rescue. We just have to figure out who has the best chance to avoid capture so they can come and rescue us later. It's a long shot, but it's our only hope.
So we've got the option of, don't worry, I can get away from Admiral Karras' guards. Bastila, if there's some way you could use your battle meditation here. Parth knows Saul the best. He can get us out of this. Admiral Karras will be watching the three of us very closely. One of the others is going to have to save us. And this is the answer that we want.
Well, if we're gonna pick someone to save our skins, we better do it quick. In another minute, we're gonna have Sith troops marching up our loading ramp.
Mission can do it. No prison can hold her. T3 and 4 is a pretty resourceful little guy. He could pull this off. Maybe Jolie could force affect the minds. Kendris, is there any way we could exploit your healing ability? Juhani, you can use your force powers and camouflage abilities to avoid capture. HK, this sounds like a job for a Wookiee. And honestly, I'm going to suggest T3.
Well, the droid's right. If we disable him, the Sith will probably wipe his memory chips and take him to the junk pile. But if we can rig a backup memory chip with a timer, when it kicks in, the little fellow will be reactivated and he can come find us.
I'm afraid the Sith will melt him down before his backup chips kick in.
Well, that's
okay.
a risk we might have to take.
Let's go with mission. Mission's always a good option. When in doubt,
Maybe
go
I
with
can
mission.
goad the guards into making a mistake. If I get them mad enough, they might put me in a separate cell to punish me. With them focusing so much on you three, I might be able to sneak out of my cell and come rescue the rest of you. It's a risk we have to take, Big Z. I can slice my way free of any security cell. Don't worry, I can pull this off.
If you make the Sith mad, they might just decide to kill you. I don't like this plan. This could work. It's not like we have much of a choice.
I won't let you down. You'll see.
Hold on, they're dragging us into the docking bridge.
Now, realistically, we probably could have picked any of them. I enjoy picking mission.
Garth and the crew have been taken prisoner as you ordered, Commander.
Excellent. Have you searched the ship thoroughly? Admiral Kareth warned me to be on alert for any kind of treachery.
We found a young Twi'lek in the back. She's got quite the mouth on her. She swore at me and spit on my uniform. She tried to bite me through my armor, and you should hear what she said about my mother. Admiral Kareth needs to teach her the proper respect for the Sith.
The Admiral doesn't have time to bother with some Twi'lek girl. Take her away to solitary confinement. I'll leave it up to you to teach her the proper respect for the Sith.
Garth, it has been far too long since we last spoke. I see the recent months have not been kind in your case. I barely recognized you.
But I recognize you, Saul. I see your face every night, even as I promise myself I will kill you for what you did to my homeworld.
Did you learn nothing in your time under me? As a soldier, you should understand that casualties were unavoidable. This was an act of war.
It was a cowardly act of betrayal. Your fleet bombed a civilian target into oblivion without warning or provocation, and the blood of those innocent people is on your hands.
In war, even the innocent must die. The Sith would not accept me until I proved I had truly turned my back on the Republic by bombing the planet.
My wife died in that attack, Saul. And for that, I swear I'll kill you.
You used to be a man of action, not of empty words. Cling to your lust for revenge if you must, but spare me your tired threats. I've heard them all before. You're an insignificant part of these events anyway. Lord Malak is far more interested in your Jedi companions. He has great plans for them.
We will never serve Malak or the dark side. The Sith will be destroyed, Admiral Kareth, as will you if you don't turn away from this path.
Your words are brave, Bastila, but the lure of the dark side is hard to resist. Or so I've been told. I wonder if your companion is as devoted to the light as you are.
For the right offer, I could probably be convinced to join the Sith. You're wasting your time, Saul. I'll never betray the
You're
Jedi.
defiant. I'm certain Malak will find your loyalty to the Jedi amusing. The Dark Lord would probably reward me if I just killed you once and for all, but he may want to question you given the trouble you've caused him, and the history between you.
History? What are you talking about? Malak won't get any answers from me. Why don't you just let me go? Bastila's the one you want.
You mean... Oh, this can't be true, can it? You really don't know what's going on here, do you? Well, I won't be the one to deprive Malak of the pleasure of telling you himself. The Dark Lord will no doubt torture you for information and for his own twisted pleasure. Eventually, you will tell him everything. The Sith can be very persuasive. However, Lord Malak is in another sector. It may be some time before he arrives, so I suppose I will have to fill in for him until then. Activate the torture fields. Enough. I don't want them to pass out before I question them. Malak will appreciate any information I can give him when he arrives.
Don't waste your breath, Saul. We won't answer any of your questions.
I'm sure you won't. However, we both know your friend's loyalties have proven in the past to be somewhat flexible. I am interrogating you, not the other way around. It is time to put your loyalty to the test. I doubt torturing you will gain me your true cooperation. Your will is too strong to be broken that way. However, even the strongest of heroes has trouble watching those they care about suffering. The interrogation will begin now. Each time you refuse to answer or give me a false answer, Bastila will suffer.
Go ahead, torture her. I don't really like her anyway. I will not betray the Jedi Order, even to save Bastila. Don't hurt her. I beg you.
My
We'll go with
pain is
middle.
meaningless. Tell him nothing.
I tire of these games. Now I want answers. On what planet is the Jedi Academy at which you were trained?
So, I love it. Alderaan. It's on Alderaan. Obviously, the Academy's on Dantooine, which is what Leia said. And so we got to go with this. Like, we have Jedi Academy. I have no idea what you're talking about. They're on Dantooine. We're going to go with... I feel like we have to go with it. Just for the meta reference to the original trilogy.
Alderaan is nothing but a planet of artisans and philosophers. There is no training academy there. You must think this is a game. Very well, this is the price of your resistance. Enough! You see what happens when you try to defy me. This first question was a test. Obviously, Malak knew the Academy was on Dantooine, and it has since been destroyed by our fleet. Dantooine is an empty graveyard now. Nothing is there but a smoking ruin and the charred remains of your former masters.
No, you're lying. It isn't true. You will pay for this crime, Saul, you and all the Sith.
More empty threats. We Sith prefer to let our actions speak for us. Perhaps that is why we are winning this war. Now, tell me your mission. How were the Jedi planning on using you to stop Lord Malak and our Sith Armada?
We were searching for the Star Forge. I won't betray the Jedi. We have been sent to assassinate Lord Malak. We're just gonna be like...
Perhaps you need a reminder of the consequences.
No!
Listen, can you not hear her suffering? You can spare her further pain by simply answering my questions. Now I will ask again on...
You are a sick and evil man, Saul Kar. This accomplishes nothing, Saul. We will never betray the Republic.
Perhaps another lesson is in order.
No! No! I beg you, no! Mercy! No!
I am surprised she did not pass out sooner. Rarely have I seen someone withstand such punishment and remain conscious. I see I am wasting my time here. When Malak arrives, you will learn my interrogation techniques are considered merciful among the Sith. I will leave you here in your cell with a small taste of the horrors you will suffer when Lord Malak arrives.
Don't try to move too quickly. You might not be fully recovered yet. Admiral Kareth had his guards continue to torture you even after you passed out.
They tortured all of us, though you got the worst of it by far. Saul wanted them to make us suffer. He's become some sort of sadistic monster.
The dark side has perverted him, Karth. Once you start down the tainted path, it leads you ever further into the depths of evil. I fear he is forever lost.
No one is without hope of redemption, Bastila. Blah, blah, blah. Don't you ever get tired of being so preachy?
Yes. I suppose you're correct. Sometimes it's easy to lose sight of that hope in the face of such unbridled cruelty. But you speak the truth. I suppose I'm taking the news of Dantooine's destruction quite hard. First Taras, now the Academy. Is there no end to the killing?
I know. It's hard to believe they're all gone.
I'd like to believe that Saul was lying to us. But even as he said the words, I knew they were true. The Academy is gone. We should have felt a disturbance in the Force when the attack came. The fact that we did not is a bad sign. I fear the dark side is growing stronger, casting shadows our vision cannot pierce. I can only hope that some of the Jedi escaped. Rook, Pendar, Zar. I cannot imagine all of them being gone. In any case, we've lost our one place of refuge in the galaxy.
None of this will matter if we don't get out of this prison before Saul gets back.
Where is Saul? I'm not afraid of him.
Saul mentioned that Lord Malak was on his way. I think the Admiral left to prepare for his arrival and to report the results of our interrogation.
It is fortunate you were able to resist the Admiral's questioning. The fate of the galaxy could be changed by revealing the slightest piece of vital information. I have to confess something. There was a moment, just a moment, when part of me was hoping you would tell him what he wanted to know, just to make the horrible pain stop.
I'm sorry, Basila. Watching you suffer tore me apart. Saul would have tortured us no matter what I told him. The only reason I stayed silent was to watch you suffer.
I know you would never do anything to intentionally cause me pain, but you did the right thing. I don't honestly know if I could have been as strong in your position. To watch you suffer like that, it might have been too much for me to bear. Did you feel that? A disturbance in the Force. The Admiral has sent his message. The Dark Lord knows we're here now. Malik is coming.
Well, then we better hope Mission busts us out of here before he arrives.
Yay,
Come on,
Mission!
girlies, into the cell. Let's go. I haven't got all day to waste on you. I need to get back to my post.
Quit crowding me. Sheesh. I've met Gamorreans who didn't smell as bad as you, Sith.
You think you're pretty funny, don't you? But you're only making things worse for yourself.
How come every time you open your mouth to talk, the scent of rancor dung comes out?
Maybe a little time in solitary confinement will teach you the proper respect for the Sith. Now get into that cell.
Who designed those Sith uniforms anyway? A blind Rodian with a sick sense of humor?
No, that's funny. You should tell that one to the torturer when he comes to deal with you.
What? You're going to torture me?
No snappy comeback this time. The thought of torture scares you, Well, it should. The Sith have ways to inflict pain you can't even imagine. It may be a few hours before your torture begins. We're busy interrogating your friends right now. Hey, I know. You could use this time to think up witty ways to beg for mercy.
Or I could use the key card I lifted from your pocket to slice into the security panel and get myself out of this cell. Piece of cake. I wonder when people will stop underestimating me.
Alrighty. We got a moment to influence how Mission is able to do stuff, so... We really just don't have gear, sadly. You're not Sith. Help me out of the cell and me help you. Who are you? Evil Sith unjustly capture me and my ship. They think we spies. They torture all the crew, trying to get information, but we not have any information to give. But Sith not care. They interrogate Captain until his mind snapped. Then they grab First Mate, the Navigator. They all crazy now. Mind's gone. So sad. But they know nothing but animals now. Me lowest rank on ship, but now me only one left. Soon Sith come to interrogate me too, but me not know anything. Me just a trader in rare goods. What do you mean by rare goods? You sound kind of shifty. Maybe the Sith had a good reason to capture your ship. Me bring things to people in need, people who need things they can't get normally. You're a smuggler. Such a nice language. Help me helps people, and people helps me. You helps me, and me helps you. How can you help me? Me have something special, something you can use on ship. Something very powerful, an icebreaker. It gives you access to computers on this ship. You use it to override Sith security programs. How did you get that in here? Sith not very thorough in search, hee hee. Say no more, I get the picture. You open cell and give me give you breaker. Deal? What about the rest of your crew? It's too late for them. Mine's gone. They crazy with hate and pain. Sad, very sad. But me got to worry about me now. Me got to escape before the Sith take me for questioning. I'll see what I can do. Good, you hurry now. Get cards from the guards. Get me out of cell. Me not want to be here when Sith torture me. Me not want to go insane like others. It is too late for them, but there is still hope for me. You get me out and let me escape before Alright.
See
what I can do.
Gotcha.
Haha, me always knows good opportunity when me sees it. Here, you help me, now me helps you. Here, take the icebreaker. It will let you slice into the computers on the ship. Me has returned the tuned the breaker to work on the brig computers, so you must use it on the brig level, it not work anywhere else. Remember, the breaker only good for one use, so you not waste it. You go fight guards, me go and hide now. Wait for a chance to get to ship. Alrighty. That is useful.
Gotcha. Simple.
So we kind of watch where that guard is. And we kind of slide across here.
Gotcha. Simple.
Alrighty, now we got some supplies. I could have sworn we got a cell generator. There we go. Now we're talking.
No one's gonna see this mission. And that's why we built her the way we did. Alrighty. Now we've got the icebreaker. You hook up the icebreaker to the terminal, and after a few moments you see activity on the screen. Computer access barracks. Alrighty. Cell block. And they're going to go out and fight the insane crew members. Now we're engaging the riot suppression.
Detention area. Medical. Droid maintenance. Access system. So we want to upload area schematics. Open detention. Return to root menu, and we'll log out. Of course, we have to loot the bodies. The other fun thing we get to do is go in here and see all of our items become all of a sudden new items again. So in the spirit of that, let's go ahead and see what we got here. So that way they can't be new items in the future. So that's not the direction we need. We need this direction.
No one's gonna see this mission. Take that! You'll pay!
I suppose we should do the right thing. Because we do take a penalty for shooting in melee range. Droid upgrades. Let's go ahead and do the shield. And send it off to do our bidding. As we loot more containers. Alrighty. We'll go ahead and we'll use a med pack. Get closer to full health.
Gotcha. Darn it.
Good job, Mission. I know you wouldn't let us down. When we get out of this, I'm gonna see that you get a medal from the Republic for everything you've done. Now, if I remember the layout of the ship, our equipment should be in a storage chamber just through the north doors. After we grab our stuff, we need to get to the main bridge controls. The bridge is the only place that we can open the docking gates of the hangar where they've got the Ebon Hawk. We have to open those gates before we can fly out of here.
We better get moving. I can feel the darkness of Malik's presence approaching, and I don't want to be here when he arrives. None of us is a match for the Sith Lord.
Let's get our equipment and blast the way to those bridge controls.
Surprise and secrecy will serve us best. A small group might have a better chance of sneaking onto the bridge undetected while the others make their way down to the Ebon Hawk.
Count me in, then. I've got a score to settle with the Admiral before we get off this ship. And I have a feeling I'm gonna find him on the Leviathan's bridge.
I'm coming too.
It's a good idea. The others can get to the Ebon Hawk on their own, but Karth and I might need your help. The three of us will get our equipment and make our way to the bridge. The rest of you head down to the docking hangar where they've got the Ebon Hawk. You'll have to find a way...
Don't you worry about that. I know how to deal with the guards. They won't know what hit them.
Good. Get to the equipment room, grab what you need, and
We'll
get
meet
going.
you there as soon as we get those docking bay doors open. Just make sure the Hawk is ready to fly when we get there. And may the Force be with you.
We still have to get our equipment. Let's go. They're like, hey, we get to put on our stuff. You have to find all your equipment. And manually put them all back. Make sure everything has been picked up. Now that the other container where I was like, oh, I'm not going to pick it up. And then we can do that. All the way through everything. So it no longer shows up as new items. Just to make certain. Now, in all seriousness, though, yeah, we have to manually re-equip every single piece that we want to wear. But because we are doing that, it does kind of force us to possibly reevaluate what we're looking at for our character, for our equipment. Because we have gotten quite a number of things, and if you're not used to playing these kind of games and you're not constantly going, oh, I think I may have gotten something better, let's try that. Me, on the other hand, I have a tendency, well, I don't want that one, of going through cardio. Yeah, I think we need, not the cardio. I think we need the AC increase. Alright, 200 damage, or 200 seconds, 40 points. Let's go ahead and put a Mandalorian melee shield on. And the Achani dueling shield. And that gets our character a little closer, and then when we use our Master Valor, we start looking like that. Which isn't bad. Isn't bad at all. Alright. So we were in here. The rest of the crew that wasn't mission was in this room. With one bed to share amongst them. And whatever the table is for.
What?
Although, I suppose, since we're going into combat, it would not be a bad idea. Let's give him immunity to poison with the breath mask. And we can give him immunity to critical hits, and that would put his 1 point in dexterity. Yeah. Don't need mind. But fortitude is not a bad idea. And of course, he's got the decent blasters. There we go. That's the card build we need. Bastila. We'll work on her now. We'll give her Destroy Droid. I forgot how long it had been since we used her. Alrighty. Let's just go ahead. Give her a touch more HP. She's on Jedi support. Alrighty. Yes. Everybody's leveled up. Let's do this. To the bridge. So I'm not going to be going all the way to 4:30 today.
We're at the Ebon Hawk. Like we figured, it's under heavy guard. But don't worry. We'll figure out a plan to take care of them.
As much as I would love to keep playing through that, or to that point, to make sure that we get to a nice spot, we do kind of have to keep moving with this. I I have D&D tonight, so, and that starts at 5 p.m. my time, and if we go to 4:30, that makes the drive time a little rough, and when we also have to get, like, dinner on the way. Alrighty. But we want the bridge. Oh no, there's people there that are about to... start attacking. And this is why sneak attack from the scoundrel plus Jedi Guardian is so effective. You can already kind of see the in-game tactics with our character starting to come through. Because at some point, we will not have a party. And we will be all alone against hordes of enemies. But I suppose Bastila needs healing. Got everything? Alrighty. So we got a data pad here. Data pad entry. We set up a repair station at the storage room airlock to fix the damage to the bridge hull. Get the spacesuits from the armory and send a team out as soon as possible. So, once again, we're going to have to deal with the dreaded spacesuits that have everybody walking so slow. Oh, not that for me. So, when Luke, Leia, and all of them escaped the Death Star, one of the comments, the running joke is the stormtroopers missing every shot. And no, we don't do that, computer. We want the droid upgrades. But the reality of it was, it wasn't that they were missing every shot. It was that they were shooting around the group to kind of hurt them. Because there's a line that Obi-Wan says when they're on Tatooine about the stormtroopers hitting the sandcrawler, about the blaster strikes being too accurate for like a Tusken Raider or something. Only Imperial stormtroopers have shots that are that accurate. And when we look at the Solo movie, this kind of helps reinforce that idea, because like a lot of people are like, oh yeah, stormtroopers, they're the rank and file. They're the forced into servitude. Yeah. Go die for the Empire. But when we watch the Solo movie, he's not got stormtrooper armor on. He's in the army, but he doesn't have stormtrooper armor on. Same with in Andor. Oh, what's his name? I can picture his face played by Skarsgård. Beautiful monologue given about what he gave up.
Didn't work.
Can't believe I'm blanking on the name now. Luthen Rail. So, Luthen was originally a soldier in the Imperial Army. He wasn't a stormtrooper. So go back to, okay, if they have a completely different uniform for the ones that are basically commissioned into the army and not the elites, what is the role of the stormtroopers in the stormtrooper armor? Well, they're the elites. They're the ones that have higher training. They're the ones that are able to do a little bit more than those rank and file recruits that they forced to work for the Empire's war machine and handed a gun and genuinely expected them to die, serving as basically fodder in front of the stormtroopers. So, if you take into account that they are skilled enough to be considered worth having the actual armor beyond a half helmet, and that they have the training and accuracy with weapons of an elite squad, even if it's not an elite stormtrooper squad, then all of a sudden, our favorite bucketheads that we've been insulting this entire time for their inability to shoot the heroes during their escape from the Death Star. And you start thinking about that, and it starts not adding up properly. You start seeing the flaw in the very meme-worthy, yes, very joking. Even I have used the joke before about how inaccurate their shots are. Like, we've all done it. The stormtrooper who said, "I tried to kill myself last night, but I missed." Like, that was a meme that was very dark, yes, but, like, popular when I was in the early internet days. And please, if you're feeling those kinds of thoughts, get help. Just to be clear. But, yeah. Meme, joke about missing. Okay. That's the stormtroopers meme. But Leia also has another dialogue that, when combined with Obi-Wan's dialogue, plus the knowledge of Solo, just further cements that they were shooting around the crew to herd them towards their destination. Which, guess what? That destination happened to be where they wanted to go anyway. And that's the ship. And why did they want them with the ship? Well, Vader interrogated Leia. And he spared no means to do so. Like, he did everything in his power to get the rebel base out of her. But he still didn't get the rebel base out of her. Why? she's very strong-willed. And knowing the force sensitivity that runs in her bloodstream and the fact that she is basically a Jedi herself by the start of the sequel trilogy, we can kind of put together enough pieces that with this line of, oh, they let us escape. They put a tracker in the Millennium Falcon. And that is what was used. Why aren't you doing anything with your forces? Sorry about that. Got distracted by the combat. So if you're strong-willed, Vader couldn't get any information, so they placed a tracker on the ship, and they said, hey, we need to herd them. They're not on the ship. We know they're here. Vader's already sent Obi-Wan, so he knows somebody's here, and prison, and they're like, okay, cool. Place the tracker on the ship. We're going to get her out of here. You got to remember, Darkseid wasn't clouded in their visions of the future within the Force, like the Jedi were when the dark side is strong. So Vader has clear sight at this point, because he is firmly rooted in the dark side at the time of the Death Star escape in Episode 4. It's Luke who brings him out of that. So, and then we need to go opposite direction here. So we can't go here because of issues. So we have to come over here to get to an airlock to go through the outside. Alrighty. So Leia's insistent upon the fact that they let him escape. We know that Obi-Wan said stormtroopers have accurate shot. We know Force users or Force adepts resist infiltration of the mind. We also know that Leia is very Force sensitive. So the interrogation didn't go as planned. Vader wasn't intending to interrogate a Jedi. Even though she wasn't a Jedi, that Force sensitivity was still at play, and she was very strong-willed. And even Obi-Wan's comment, the weak-willed can be manipulated easily by the Force. People with stronger wills are a different story and a little harder to do. It can be done, but it takes a lot more focus. And another thing that's been established and within the canon is that while yes, the Jedi are discouraged from having romantic entanglements, Force-sensitive children from Jedi are usually inheriting the Force potential of the parents. Multiple stories and legends, as well as in canon, have alluded to this. So, the Chosen One's potential in the Force was inherited by his children. So, an untrained strong-willed, force-sensitive Leia resisting Darth Vader's interrogation to reveal the location of the rebel base is just chef's kiss for showing her strength of will. The fact that they had to resort to placing a tracker on the Falcon because he kind of got the Force insight that ship was going to be the ship that was going to get Leia off of that battle station. The arrival and everything was too convenient, knowing that the droids went missing. And what's that? Oh, that's the ship that left Tatooine, where the droids were, going back to the planet that just got blown up, where she was supposed to be. Yeah.
No problem.
Leia was at BA. And I think that sells it short. And also the lack of the stormtroopers missing. Again, great meme. I love it. However, it does not change that it contradicts the actual story. That stormtroopers really are kind of elite. So yeah, there I said it. So we are intentionally not making Bastila have better equipment. And there is a reason, I promise. But we do want to get Karth. Let's see if we can find Bendex Blaster. Yeah, we want that there. We'll put Karth as his backup. There we go. Wow, do we really not have spare Mandalorian? Okay. Again, like I said, sneak attack from the Scoundrel plus Jedi Guardian's Force Jump and Master Speed Chef's Kiss combination. Like, genuinely having access to Master Speed, Master Valor, Heal, Force Armor, and Force Storm are pretty much all the powers you really need to get the game done, regardless of alignment. However, there is another spell that we're working on getting that does well.
No problem. Didn't work.
And that is Force Breach. And the reason we're wanting to do that... Oh, wait, that's the one we went through, or couldn't go through. Okay, so we're back in alignment here. This is the direction we need to go. That gives us an option that debuffs our opponents and destroys their force powers like Master Valor, Force Armor, and that kind of stuff. Any kind of buffs they have, it debuffs those. It wipes them clean.
Very resourceful. I assume you had some part in this. You learned your lessons well from me.
The only thing you taught me was betrayal and death, Saul.
Don't be a fool. I'm giving you and your companions a chance to surrender, a chance to live. Darth Malak himself is on his way. He'll be arriving any moment.
He speaks the truth, Karth. I can feel the Dark Lord's presence approaching.
Malak will destroy you. But if you throw down your weapons now, I will ask my master to be merciful.
I've seen enough of Sith mercy.
You always did like to do things the hard way. Lord Malak would have preferred live prisoners, but corpses will have to do.
So we want to get rid of the Sith elite troopers, but they'll throw grenades at us. And that's more of a threat than these Dark Jedi. But Force Breach will give us an option that will debuff, or rather cancel a certain...
Karth.
The Admiral, he's still alive.
It's time to finish this.
So we have take your time, Karth, make him suffer for what he's done to you. Forget him, Karth, we have to get out of here before Malak arrives. No, Karth, don't give in to your hatred.
Don't you understand what this man has done to my life? Do you know the pain he's brought me?
Killing him won't ease the pain, Karth. Do not become what you despise.
Karth. Must tell you something. Come closer. You didn't know, did you? Remember my dying words. Remember them whenever you look at those you thought were your friends.
It can't be true, can it? No, it can't. Damn you. Saul. Damn you.
Forget it, Karth. Whatever he said, he was only trying to hurt you. Okay, he's dead. Your family's avenged. Can we get out of here now? What did he say, Karth?
Bastila, it is true, isn't it? And you knew. You and the whole damn Jedi Council, you knew the whole time.
Karth, it's not what you think. We had no other choice. Please, you don't understand.
So make me understand.
Whatever this is about, Karth deserves an answer, so start talking, Bastila. What are you two talking about? What's going on?
Here, Karth, please. There's no time. Malak is coming. This isn't the place. Please, Karth, I'm asking you to trust me for just a little while longer.
He's right, Karth. This isn't the time. We can get into this after we
I
escape.
trust you, Bastila, but as soon as we're off this ship, I expect some answers.
Of course, Karth. As soon as we get to the Ebon Hawk, I'll explain everything. To both of you, I promise.
Yes, no more Jedi secrets. But don't worry, we're not too much of a hurry. We got time to loot. So we can try doing this, it's not gonna do. See? we gotta open the docking bay door. So we got that. Let's heal. But yeah.
How can I help? Then I suggest...
Stormtroopers are better with blasters than we give them credit for. Are better warriors than we give them credit for. Don't fall for the propaganda. Especially since there's very specific dialogue that shows that it was kind of a hoax. Because I certainly didn't have any problems killing Ewoks and other ground troopers that weren't the heroes on Endor. And even in Cloud City, what saved them was the fact that, one, they were captured and Lando then kind of like turned the tables and said, hey, let's get Leia, Chewbacca, the remains of 3PO, and try to see if we can't stop Boba Fett from taking Han. Alright, so we're going to have more enemies pop up here. Let's go ahead with this. And this. And re-equip our weapons again. The part I don't enjoy about going into environmental suits. Yet Kar's weapons stayed put, and her weapon is the one that got removed this time. See? No sense. But yeah, the force power in question will serve as a low budget option for something that's coming up later on our force points that we could also very effectively use Force Storm on. But if we were limited to just the light side powers of Stasis Field and whatnot, we would probably struggle with the with a certain upcoming section of the game, specifically in the final battle. And yeah, I think it's worth the investiture. I know it doesn't seem like much, but I think it's definitely worth it. Where are we at? Did we really never go all the way down this hall? We don't need to. But we do need to go this way. I think if we were to go around past this point and go this way even more and say come down this hall, I believe we'll find even more kind of see them down there. And this just helps us get a little more experience. So that way we can make sure that we max out our level. We forgot to check and see if they have remains. Usually it's worth it on the Dark Jedi, if no other reason than the chance they might have crystals. More than anything. But, nothing. Alright. So yeah, we've created a couple more opportunities for combat. A little more experience. It's hilarious that the troopers are giving us more experience than the Dark Jedi. I must gather the party. Come on, Karth, you can do it.
It's Canderous. We took care of the guards. We're inside the Ebon Hawk and all systems are go. As soon as you guys join us, we can get out of here.
That's one way to do it. Alrighty. For this one, we definitely want to how can I go back for us? So yeah, having our allies have the stasis field ability definitely helps. But if we had gone with our own point investiture, we would not have had with this build the points required on powers in order to unlock stasis field, as well as the power that we need in the final battle to make things a little easier. So believe me, I would love to have it, because we hit a point where it's like, oh yeah, we're running through everything, but having the ability to freeze the massive amount of enemies that are coming at us would be handy, and we are so low. But the Force Storm kind of circumvents that. And if you happen to do your own playthrough and you use more levels, which is a perfectly reasonable thing to do, final battle could be a little harder. If you don't take at least some sort of offensive or debuff force power. But with what we're doing, we should get the level ups we need and be able to fully execute what we need to do. I love how it shows a door here, but we can't interact with it. But shows on the map where it goes past that door, as if it's one that could be opened.
Darth Malik.
I hope you weren't thinking of leaving so soon, Bastila. I've spent far too much energy hunting down you and your companions to let you get away from me now. Besides, I had to see for myself if it was true. Even now, I can hardly believe my eyes. Tell me, why did the Jedi spare you? Is it vengeance you seek at this reunion?
Reunion? What are you talking about? Why did the Jedi spare me? I don't understand. This meeting was inevitable, Malik.
What? You mean you don't know? All this time and you still haven't figured it out. I wonder how long you would have stayed blind to the truth. Surely some of what you once were must have surfaced by now. Even the combined power of the Jedi Council couldn't keep your true identity buried forever, could it?
The Jedi do not believe in killing their prisoners. No one deserves execution, no matter what their crimes.
The Council would not normally accept an adult for training, but this is a special case.
They say the Force can do terrible things to a mind. It can wipe away your memories and destroy your very identity.
Tatooine. Kashyyyk. Manaan. Korriban. Revan visited each of these worlds searching for clues to reveal the hidden location of the Starforge.
The lure of the dark side is difficult to resist. I fear this quest to find the Starforge could lead you down an all too familiar path.
What greater weapon is there than to turn an enemy to your cause, to use their own knowledge against them?
Also, I love how it kind of looks like, yeah. The malevolence.
You cannot hide from what you once were, Revan. Recognize that you were once the Dark Lord, and know that I have taken your place.
I'm Darth Revan? How is that possible?
You do not yet remember, Revan? The Jedi set a trap. They lured us into battle against a small Republic fleet. During the attack, a team of Jedi Knights boarded your ship. The Jedi strike team captured you, and the Council used the Force to reprogram your mind. They wiped away your identity and turned you against your own followers.
No, I don't believe you, Malik. How did they capture someone as powerful as Revan? I mean, me. Do you mean I'm really your master? Why wouldn't the Jedi simply kill me?
I helped them, Revan. I always knew that one day the title of Dark Lord would be mine. When the Jedi strike team boarded your vessel, I saw my day had come. I ordered my own ships to fire on your bridge. I thought I could destroy all my enemies with a single glorious victory. I never dreamed the Jedi would take you alive from the wreckage.
And to think, he used to be Revan's best friend who greatly admired him and followed him into war because he felt like Revan was doing the right thing to protect the innocent of the world that the Mandalorians were attacking.
You mean, why did I betray you, Revan? You are the one who taught me the ways of the Sith. The strongest must rule if we are to survive. You knew I would one day challenge you for supremacy, but you underestimated me. I acted sooner than you expected and seized the Sith throne with a single brilliant stroke. The Jedi are fools.
Why wouldn't they kill me?
They do not believe in executing prisoners. Originally, I assumed you had died in the battle. Imagine my surprise when I found out you were still alive, Revan.
By the way, it was KotOR, the bounty hunter, that encountered us as we were escaping Taris on the Ebon Hawk. He is the one that informed Malik that Revan had survived. And I think it's interesting that he knew who Revan was. Bastila, is this true?
It's true. I was part of the team sent to capture Revan, to capture you. When Malik fired on the ship, you were badly injured. We thought you were dead. Your mind was destroyed, but I used the Force to preserve the flicker of life in your body. I brought you to the Jedi Council. They were the ones who healed your damaged mind.
Then why don't I remember being Revan? But the memories I have, where did they come from?
The Jedi Council didn't restore your wounded mind, Revan. They merely programmed it with a new identity, one loyal to the Republic. They tried to make you their slave.
Why not just let me die?
The Jedi hold all life sacred, even that of a Sith Lord. I could not just let you die, Revan, not if it was possible to save you.
Bastila hides the truth behind noble words, Revan. The Jedi needed the memories buried deep in your wounded mind. There was no other way to bring them out. They had to keep you alive.
But why program me with another identity?
We couldn't simply restore your true identity. Revan was too dangerous. But locked inside your mind was information the Republic needed, the secrets of the Starforge. The Council created an identity for you, a soldier under my command. Your subconscious memories were supposed to lead me to the Starforge. There was no other way to get the information.
They made you their puppet, Revan, and Bastila was the handler pulling your strings.
Why you, Bastila? Why did the Council choose you? But what if I remembered who I really was? You've been lying to me this whole time.
When I used my Force powers to keep you alive on that bridge, it created our bond. I convinced the Council that I could use that bond to draw out your memories and lead us to the Starforge.
Tell the truth, Bastila. You wanted to taste the dark side for yourself. You knew the only way the Council would permit you to explore the Sith's power was through Revan's lost memories.
No. I wanted to help you, Revan. I thought this mission would redeem you, that it would atone for your past crimes. How else could you be saved?
But what if I remembered who I really was? I understand, Bastila, you had no other choice.
You had to be healed so I could try and draw out the secrets of the Starforge. It was our only hope of stopping the Sith. It was a risk the Council chose to take.
I understand, Bastila. You had no other choice.
Forgiveness, Revan. You are weak. I was right to betray you. You are not fit to rule the Sith. A small part of me has always regretted betraying you from afar. I always knew there were some who would think I acted out of fear, that I did not want to face you. But now fate has given me a second chance to prove myself. Once I defeat you in combat, no one will question my claim to the Sith throne. My triumph will be complete.
Your power is no match for the light. Triumph, Malak? You seem to forget that I'm still alive.
The Jedi Council were foolish to let you live. I won't make the same mistake. We shall finish this alone in the ancient Sith tradition. Master versus apprentice, as it was meant to be.
Alrighty. Oh, I see. Running away, eh? If we do this, it won't let us open that one. We have to go here. And see, that's our exit right there. Truth be told, we may not even have to go.
This isn't over, Malak.
Your friends do not give up easily, Revan. You always could inspire loyalty. But even the three of you together cannot stand against my power.
For the Jedi! I'll hold Malak off. You two get out of here. Find the Starforge.
No, Bastila, he's too strong. No! The door's sealed. We can't get past. Come on, we have to get to the Ebon Hawk. Bastila doesn't stand a chance against Malak, but we can't help her. Not here. We have to get off the ship and find the Starforge. That's the key to beating the Dark Lord. Bastila sacrificed herself so we could get away. We can't let her sacrifice be in vain. Come on!
Level up! Alright, so we're level 19. And this is the power we needed. And this is what we're heading towards. Our last level will get us that Force Breach. And that will allow us to debuff. Which way do we need to go? Oh yeah, we're going the right way. When all the doors look the same. We're not getting away that easy. Also, please, Lego, if you ever get the idea to make ships or make sets for our Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake that's coming from Saber, Bill, supposedly. One more. Oh, you're not. Please make an Ebon Hawk. Please not. As much as I would love a UCS, I would probably have to like or take apart the Millennium Falcon set that I've got. But please go Ebon Hawk. Don't need a Revan and Sith armor figure with it. You know, give us the party. Minus Revan.
Where is Bastila? What happened on that ship?
We ran into Malik. He would have killed us, but Bastila sacrificed herself so we could get away.
You mean she's dead?
Bah, Malik won't kill her. Don't be foolish. He'll want to use her battle meditation against the Republic. Turn her to the dark side, and the Sith will always be victorious.
We can't help Bastila, not unless we find the Star Forge first.
Not so fast. We've got a bigger issue to deal with here. They deserve to know the truth about you. Do you want to tell them what Malik said, or should I?
I don't care about what Malik said. I'm not Darth Revan. I'm Bran Cast. I'll tell them I'm Darth Revan. Say one word and you're dead, Earth. We'll go with the first one.
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of a joke?
No, it's no joke. The Jedi Council captured Revan and erased the Dark Lord's mind, programming in a new identity. Saul Kareth told me on the Leviathan, and Bastila confirmed it.
You're Darth Revan? This is big. Do you remember anything about being the Dark Lord?
Small bits, a few strange dreams and visions, that's all.
Just a few flashes. That's it. Nothing more? Then I don't think there's a problem. It seems to me that if you don't really remember anything about being Revan, then it doesn't really matter anymore. You are who you are now, right?
Of course it still matters. How do we know more memories won't come flooding back? How do we know Revan won't suddenly turn on us? The whole time we've been chasing after Malik, we've had his old Sith master right at our side, listening to our secrets, hearing our plans.
I'm sorry, Karth, I wish this wasn't true, but I'm not the Dark Lord. I'm not the Dark Lord anymore. I'm Bran Cast. I'm one of you. Blame the Jedi Council for this, Karth, not me. This changes nothing. I still want to stop Malik.
Hey, you've got nothing to be sorry about. You didn't ask for this. Besides, I know you. You're not Revan anymore. Whatever you used to be, you're one of us now.
I agree with Mission. I swore a life debt to the person you are, not the person you were.
Big Z and I will stick by you. We owe you our lives. We won't desert you now.
How can you say that, Mission? The Sith bombed my homeworld, Revan took away my family, and destroyed my life.
Everyone knows it was Malik who gave the order to attack your people, Karth. You can't blame Revan for that.
I suppose you've proven yourself to be a friend of the Republic by your actions so far, Revan. But can I trust you? Can any of us?
What about you, Jolie?
What about me? I already knew who you were, though it wasn't my place to tell you. Better off that you know, if you ask me. Does it change anything? I'm not here to judge you. You'll do what you have to do, and I'll help if I can.
Again, Jolie's the goat. What do you think,
You
Hendrix?
defeated the Mandalore clans in the war, Revan. You were the only one in the galaxy who could best us. We had never met one like you before, and never since. How can you even ask if I'll follow you? Whatever you're fighting, it will be worthy of my skill. I'm your man until the end, Revan. No matter how this plays out.
Loyal Hound.
Commentary. I am experiencing something unusual, Master.
Why? What's happening?
Answer. My programming is activating my deleted memory core. I believe I have a homing system that is restoring it, Master.
Everyone, be careful. There's no telling what this means. I'll destroy you if your homing system. What's that?
Observation. My homing system is a function of my assassination protocols, that which I told you had been deactivated. This system was not. It seems that the homing system deliberately restores my deleted memory core upon returning to my original master.
You mean Revan?
Affirmation. Correct, Master. Sith protocols maintain that all droid knowledge be deleted before assassination missions and restored upon return. I have returned to you, and my full functionality is now under your personal command. It is a distinct pleasure to see you again, Master.
Well, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
Observation. Indeed. I do hope we shall have the chance to engage in combat together again soon, Master.
Wow. What are the chances of that happening?
Remember, we're talking about the Force here. At this point, Malik himself could drop out of the sky and I wouldn't bat an eyelash.
Good point.
I love how it's the Mandalorian who are known to have been particularly strategic with Jedi and how they handled them. As well as having the reputation of not being force sensitive. Now, obviously, the Force lives within every living thing, and being able to draw out the Force and trying to tap into that Force in order to give yourself boosted insights and gifts is something the Jedi taught, that not everybody was able to learn who was Force sensitive or that felt the Force, but with enough determination or strong will and practice, you could, even with a low midichlorian count like most Mandalorians have. Which is why Sabine Wren finally learning the ways of the Force in the Ahsoka series never bothered me in the slightest. She has the Force within her. It's just her understanding it and learning how to harness it and use it. It's a little harder. That's all. Obi-Wan had the same issue. And it wasn't until he had really come to his own under Qui-Gon that he had much in the way of Force potential by the eyes of anyone. He barely made it from being a youngling into being a Padawan. It was his last day as a youngling, and if no master selected him for training as a Padawan, then he would have gone to work the farms or done service work for the Jedi Order as opposed to being trained as a Jedi. All because he had a low midichlorian count and didn't show a innate potential enough to draw the attention of most masters. Alright, you won't abandon me, will you, T3?
I knew the little guy would come through for you. Droids don't hold grudges.
Well, Karth, will you stand with me against Malik?
I like to trust you, and I don't see any other way that we can stop the Sith. And I suppose that Malik is the real enemy here. We don't have any other choice, do we?
I won't let you down, Karth. I promise. I'm not Revan anymore, Karth. You have to believe that. You're right, you don't have a choice. I'm in charge here.
I want to believe you. You've proven yourself time and time again during our mission, but this is a little much for me to wrap my mind around.
You have to try for Basila's sake. How do you think I feel? You have to find a way to deal with this, Karth.
This must be even more of a shock to you. I don't know how you even keep going. I guess we both just have to find a way to push forward. Don't worry. I won't let my personal feelings get in the way of my assignments or this mission. But don't forget, I've sworn an oath to defend the Republic. As long as this mission stays on course, I'll stick with you. But I won't let you betray the Republic under any circumstances. So I guess that's it then. We keep going. We've still got one more star map to uncover if we're gonna find that Star Forge and save Bastila, so let's do it before it's too late.
Alrighty. We're going to land here on Yavin. Well, technically it's our space station orbiting Yavin. As we watch Bastila fade away. Yay for old games. It loads her in and then goes, oh, wait, no. We have achieved the trigger for this. She is no longer a part of the party. Alrighty. Level up your honey. Let's give her that. And of course, Jolie here, starting to look nice. We're going to give Jolie the power that we're eventually wanting. And that will allow him to neutralize other opponents strong in the Force with their buffs. Oh, we're going to save the game here too. Just in case, because if this is the conflict that I know is eventually coming right now, then having that save point, given that that combat encounter can be a bit of a testing one, isn't a bad idea. But I can't remember if we need to go to the last planet or not. It's a lot better seeing you than those Trandoshans again. Is there anything I can do for you, though? Do you have anything you'd be willing to sell me? Here, have a look. So it looks like we haven't unlocked everything. Looks like we do not have the combat encounter, which isn't a bad thing. That means the next time we come here, we'll be level 20. So our next destination is Korriban. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get back on the Ebon Hawk, save the game. And then when we resume, next time we're playing KotOR, we're going to start off on Korriban. And I may try to give us a longer time the next time and see if we can knock out all of Korriban. But real quick,
how can you possibly be Raven? The one, the Jedi whose troops saved me on Taris. It was Raven, leading an army out to defeat the Mandalorians. It was you. I knew when I heard that you had become the Dark Lord of the Sith, that something was wrong with it. The man who saved me could never go completely to the dark side.
I regret any harm I may have caused.
It is good to know that you have truly changed. It gives me hope. I do not think now that I will fall to the dark side. I only have to look at you and follow by your example, and there is no way I can fail.
You flatter me.
I am sorry. I did not realize. I will endeavor to be more considerate. I will never forget what you did for me, even if you do not remember it. That man was a beast! A monster! I am glad that the galaxy is now rid of him so he may not harm others again. I do regret, though, that he did not die by my hand.
What you did was best.
I know. But must I always fear the lure of the dark side? It was for the best. I am glad that you stood by my side during this. We should continue our journeys now.
So sorry we didn't get that.
What is it you... I thank you for your concern, but I am still a bit shaken.
Why? What is wrong?
I have been thinking about myself, about KotOR, and about my fall to the dark side. I keep thinking that it was my anger that drove me that far, that nearly damned me. I look inside myself now and I can still see it. I still feel it.
As the tank cannot be removed, are you sure you should be here? You know, I don't really think I care very much. Perhaps you just need more time.
More time would do me good. Time to distance myself from that anger. I think that is why the Council agreed to send me with you. They think, perhaps, that in your company, I will be able to free myself from it.
I cannot afford to look after you all the time, Juhani. If I see you begin to slip back, I will intervene. Great, another mouth to feed.
I thank you for your concern and your acceptance. I will strive to prove that I am worthy of your company and trust.
Alrighty. So we'll save right here, and I will see you. I will not be streaming tonight. I've got some stuff going on. Like I said, I've got D&D going on here soon. And I will see you on Sunday for our Shining Sunday stream next. And then we will probably continue either Stardew Valley or Pokopia Sunday evening. So, thank you for joining me. I hope you had a good time, and we'll see you again soon.